It's been nice to talk to somebody who genuinely doesn't judge me for my problems.
First, yeah, it was quite difficult because obviously he was like a new sort of person who I had to open up to. But after like the third like session, it was easier because I was like familiar with him and I learned that I could trust him with everything.
Working with Aidan has helped me get a lot of weight off my shoulders and helped me relax a lot more about stressful things.
Before, I would never like tell anyone, but one of my friends actually went and told the school they were concerned about me. So then I had to tell the an adult about what it was, and ever since then it kind of got easier.
It's like now that someone else notices I'm not alone through this journey and that someone else will actually just be walking it by my side.
To talk to Aidan about stresses and trauma to begin with was probably quite difficult because I was embarrassed about it and embarrassed about stuff that happened in my past. But now, I don't know, it helped me a lot because I kind of got used to talking about it and realising that it probably wasn't okay and realising that, I shouldn't be embarrassed to talk about it and that it's probably the reason sometimes I do things the way I do, and it's been quite helpful.
It's been good to talk about stressful things in my life in a very relaxed environment with a relaxed person. It's been very informative and instructional.
It was nerve-wracking, but it was easier than before.
Initially, I wondered how it would be broached with young people. For me, I worried that I may have re-triggered a young person's previous traumatic experience if they hadn't dealt with it, or if I felt that I would say something that would then trigger them. I felt for me training and feeling confident in how I was actually explaining what ACEs was and what it meant for them, that helped me when discussing with them. But I think as well how well the relationship, or rather the therapeutic relationship, was with my clients, and how easy I found the ACE questionnaire to be. I felt if and once I knew how my clients would respond if I broached the ACEs questionnaire with them, and whether or not they would become re-traumatised or re-triggered, or whether it was something that I was already aware of, they may have helped the way that the ACE questionnaire conversations began and how it developed through to the end. I found also that trying it out myself and actually going through each of the questions and how I would respond to the wording and things like that helped me then to give a bit of an introduction to the ACEs questionnaire when using it with my clients. I think for someone who I was already aware of that traumatic experiences, I think for young people or my clients who I wasn't aware of something that had happened, I kind of went in with an ignorance because I wasn't expecting something to come up, but actually I found that I just responded as I usually would, whether it was whether I was using an ACEs questionnaire or not. When I used it with young people who had experienced a traumatic event, actually they did not present as how I thought they would. I thought they would be re-triggered, I thought I'd see an emotional response in them, but actually that wasn't the case, and I'm not too sure why that was the case, but it was.
I think they've always been really open and quite upfront about it. I think when it was first introduced, we were kind of all expecting a long list of sort of people refusing it, because obviously it is voluntary, and I actually can't think of anyone that I've offered it to that has refused. They've all the young people have been very on board and very willing and kind of understood as well. So that's been really helpful. I think it's really important at the start to sort of explain to them it's a sort of a collaboration for a positive outcome, rather than it's a judgment or shaming them for a childhood experience or anything like that. and it's just giving them an opportunity to have a say in how it is addressed moving forward, if that is even something they want to do.
I think for me, the people who I found had declined to do the ACE questionnaire were young people who I was aware that they'd experienced traumatic experiences in their childhood, however had not yet explored that with another professional or someone in their life. And I found that that was something, because I was really made aware of, but they wouldn't actually admit to that during the sessions. For me, I didn't push it, and actually this is more for them, the ACEs questionnaire, rather than for us actually. Like Rob said, obviously this is for them. Whatever they get out of it, they dictate what we do with that information, how we go forward. So for me, I found that the young person that I have in mind actually was okay with it, but that's because it was explored with other professionals and it was something they're already working through, rather than for those who didn't and haven't.
I think as a sort of a service and as professionals, our ethos is very much that holistic approach, looking at background factors, what's contributing to their presentation now. So I don't think there's been a massive shift, but I think it has sort of emboldened our practice in terms of asking about things the ACE questionnaire doesn't ask.